recap the game. I'm gonna do this game with no agendas, just keeping it 100 solid. But I'm gonna start with the positives. I want to give credit where it's due to Mauricio Pochettino. He's been on my bad books, obviously after the Arsenal game. I'm gonna give credit where it's due. We was 2-0 down. At halftime, I was thinking, okay, this could be 3 or 4. Once again, I give credit to the players, the test of characters. Why I'll give the credit to Pochettino more is because he inverted Kukurea. That's a tactical buzzword. Forgive me for using it. But he brought Kukurea and inverted him in midfield. And you can see how compact we were in the midfield with Caicedo, Gallagher, and Kukurea. We essentially shut down Villa in the second half. I also want to give him credit for subbing on Disasi. I saw on the timeline a lot of people were questioning why he subbed him on, asking for a defender.
Thiago was injured, wasn't he, CB? Thiago was injured. That's why he subbed him on, or else he wouldn't have subbed him on.
Yeah, I agree. He subbed him on, and he got the goal. And at the time when he got the goal, I thought we won. I didn't see the disallowed. I'm running around the house screaming, "Yes, we done it, landed it." I've come downstairs and they're playing on, and it's 2-2. I was like, "What?" So that was a bit of a mess on my part, but yeah. So I'll say credit to Pochettino for those changes and in terms of the system. I want to give credit to the players, which is something I don't usually do. You know how I feel. Everything you basically said, Hussam, I agree fully. I don't think the squad is good enough. The level of our squad. I look at Aston Villa's team. Douglas Costa, Konza, Pau Torres start for us. You could argue Matty Cash would start today. Emi Martinez starts for us. Douglas Luiz McGinn start for us. Bailey, Watkins, Diaby start for us. The state of our squad is mid-table quality. But I'll give credit to the players today in terms of the second half. It was a massive test of character. I wanted them to show some fight coming after the two bad.
TB, you know we play with 10. You know we play with 10 men today. Do you know they hardly went to Madueke in the second half?
Yeah, the second half.
Oh my God, that guy. That Mudrik guy. Oh my God. How do you shoot and it ends up at the corner flag? How do you shoot and it ends up at the corner flag? That guy's finished.
Remove Don from the stream now.
I'm happy Don is
here. He turned off his camera. Guy doing Mudrik drop Don. Let's see B talk. Let the real talk. Like that.
While Don is here, I'll give credit where it's due to Madueke. I think in the second half he was terrific going forward. You know, he led the charge in terms of our comeback. Then we stopped playing the ball to Mudrik. Everyone was force feeding him. Cole Palmer had an awful game. It's okay as Chelsea fans for us to say he was awful today. I think since he's been the number one in terms of Golden Boot and a lot of appreciation he's been being given, I've noticed that the performances have dropped. Even the free kick, he's trying to do things that he wouldn't normally try in terms of the basics. He's trying to do too much. The free kick that he had where he tried to drag it across goal, it's like he's looking for the big moment. And I want him to just play his usual game, forget the pressure, forget the Golden Boot, forget that all the praise that we give you. Just be back on earth. You know what I'm saying? Once again,
Badiashile was better second half. Badiashile was better second half as well.
Badiashile was better in the second half. As well as that, one thing I will say as a fan base that I've noticed is, in terms of Pochettino hate and Enzo love, a lot of the fan base were very happy that we didn't win the game. A lot of the fan base were wishing that we didn't win the game for the greater good. Well, I look at the greater good and I see we can still be in Europa League football. Man United dropped points today. Newcastle dropped points early in the week. Brighton dropped points early in the week. We can still get Europa League football. For the young players, it would actually do them some good. I saw Cho and Loftus-Cheek, rise to the occasion for Chelsea in the Europa League. I also feel like winning through the Europa League, because we have a 100% record there. Hold tight, Arsenal and Liverpool, we couldn't do that. But we got 100% record there in the Europa League. So when I look at that, it's a clear pathway. It's a clear pathway to Champions League football. I don't see the squad finishing in the top 4. So when it comes to Europa League, this is the easiest way we can get to the Champions League for us personally. And I would prefer with the bloated squad that we have, where we want to have more incomings, we need more football. So this notion that, because Enzo's not playing or Pochettino's not playing, you hate Pochettino and want him sacked, I don't want to win games. That's not Chelsea. At the end of the day,
that's not being a fan. That's not
exactly.
Being a fan,
that's not Chelsea. That's agenda over the club. And I can never stand for that. Now, speaking on the topic of Enzo, I've noticed this is the second game this month where Caicedo actually looks like a 115 million pound midfielder. And it's no coincidence that is when Daddy Yankee is not in the middle of the park. When Enzo is not there, slurping, twerking like Ice Spice in the middle of the park, losing all his jewels, not tracking back in transition. Gallagher, you guys call him a dog. I said Enzo would have tore his ACL. He would have popped his hernia trying to score that goal today. But you guys give him the flowers. Don't do the play favors. Give credit to everyone. I'm not the biggest fan of Madueke. I'm not the biggest fan of Poch, but I've given credit to all the players.
It was a very rare second half we played well. We don't usually come out the second half and play
no. Winter Surfer, you literally dominated Aston Villa at their ground.
You did.
And by the way, I know a lot of people wanted to say, and I've seen this a lot, the analysis, but Aston Villa allowed us to dominate them. No. Aston Villa were trying to play the ball from the back.
Yeah.
Aston Villa were trying to dominate, and the pressure really suffocated them. People don't talk about that. People want to say they were 1-0 up. No, Aston Villa were trying to play. And by the way, nobody this season went to Villa Park and dominated Aston Villa. No one, including Arsenal, including Manchester City. No one. Today, by the way, the 2 goals, it don't reflect what the game happened. The deflection from from Cucurella, it doesn't reflect. You created chances, and again, Nicholas Jackson, a donkey in front of the goal, has everything else but a donkey in front of the goal. But he's a striker. So what?
But that's credit
do?
To the second half, and is credit to Poch for moving Cucurella in the centre and pushing Gallagher up further. Gallagher's best play.
Andrew doing Poch prop. Let's go.
No, don't even try that with me. Don't even try.
Let's go, Andrew. That's the Andrew I know. Let's go.
No,
let's go.
No. But
say it with me, Pochen. Bally out. Say it.
Shut up. But Gallagher's best work is always further up the field. It's further up the field because he can press. Whatever you think about him, that's his best attribute. He can press, tackle, and do that. That's what he can do. And
finish as we saw today. To be fair.
And Cucurella in the centre helped out. I'm just amazed we got the 2-2 draw with 10 men, because I swear I saw Madueke like that several times.
Yeah, they just don't rate that kid at all.
We couldn't take him off because there was no one on the bench.
Because of injuries. No, I agree. I want to get Don's take on the game. Then I want to talk about the major incident. Don, what did you make of today, bro?
Yeah, I think you lot have pretty much covered it, man. I think, listen, I was surprised, man. Going into this game, I wasn't confident at all. I was on stream yesterday with CB. I did a show with Josh as well, big him up, a view from the stands. And I said, listen, I predict Aston Villa to beat us 3-1, man. I didn't know what lineup Poch was going to go with. I didn't know how the players were going to turn up. You know, all I'm seeing at the minute is doom and gloom of Chelsea, Poch throwing everyone under the bus. Everyone should be under review, including myself. It's just shit what's going on right now with the team. Do you know what I'm saying? So I had no confidence. And obviously Villa Park, these lot have got Champions League to play for, man. But listen, in the first half, as always, I was seeing us keeping the ball, but we weren't doing much with it. You know, every time Aston Villa got the ball, I felt like they're going to do something. Do you know what I mean? It's because they're well drilled in that final third. And obviously they've got better players. They've got Leon Bailey, who's better than Madueke. You know, you've got on the left-hand side, you've got Rodgers as well. He's better than Mudryk at the minute. And obviously Ollie Watkins have got a proper striker. So they looked a little bit dangerous at the beginning. And listen, for that first goal that they scored, again, everyone just switched off. Everyone's just ball watching. You know, even Cucurella for the deflection there, you can see he's not even aware of what's going on around him. Do you know what I mean? Everyone just switched off there. But I'm thinking, yo, what mentality are these guys going to come back with? But they changed their mentality. They didn't give up. They carried on. But again, the way that we were set up wasn't allowing the team to really play that well. Palmer, you know, in the first half, he was poor. You know, he was poor in the first half. Again, I wasn't seeing anyone really making any runs off of Madueke. He kept trying to get the ball in the first half, Madueke, but no one around him was moving. Mudryk in that first half, left-hand side, grenade football, very poor today. Do you know what I'm saying? He kept getting the ball. He kept giving it away, running into blind alleys. You know, that's the only thing I'd say with Cucurella. He doesn't really overlap. That's the really annoying thing about him, because Mudryk was isolated quite a bit at times. But again, on the ball, he wasn't good enough. But like you lot have said, in the second half, tactical tweak from Poch, man. I couldn't believe it. I'm seeing Cucurella going into the midfield and helping these guys. And what that allowed, it allowed Caicedo to just sit and Gallagher to help Palmer with that press. And that's exactly what we did last time when we played Aston Villa. If you guys remember, when we went to for the FA Cup, we had Gallagher and Palmer pressing in a 4-4-2 off the ball and was winning the ball back quite high. And that's exactly what Aston Villa struggled with today. Do you know what I mean? I've checked all the stats. We had about 72% possession. We had about 20-something shots, more big chances created as well. You know, I left that game thinking, yo, we could have won that game. And before the game, I had no confidence whatsoever, because Villa are a better team than us and they've got a better coach. But in that second half, bro, the tweak that Poch made, it definitely helped these lot play better. And listen, Madueke, I told you lot this guy's dangerous one-on-one. And you lot tried to laugh at me. Today he was a driving force, bro. In coming back.
Oh
He
my
was a driving
God.
force.
Don,
Why,
Don.
why you're so reluctant to give
guys,
No, don't say Don. Don't say Don.
Guys,
I told you lot that
guys,
this guy's good at
hang on a
taking on
minute.
his man.
No,
He tries to
hang on a
diss
minute.
people.
But that isn't Don. Let me just say, I tweeted the same thing. It wasn't you saying he's dangerous. It's when you said he's one of the best in the league that people had.
He is one of the best in the
disagreed with
league at
you.
taking on his man because he is, bro. You think you
But-
keep
but-
focusing, you keep saying this, Terry. Your point is this. Your point is this. He can't be one of the best
DB, don't
at
say
taking on his
anything.
man. He can't be one of the best at taking on his man because he ain't got the greatest end
That
product.
isn't no. I've got to stop
is-
you, Don.
that's
That,
what you
Don,
keep
Don,
banning
that's
by.
not what. Don, I'm stopping you. That's not what I've said. In your original post, your words were, "He's one of the best one-on-one attackers in the league."
I said one of
Okay?
the no. I said he's one of the best at taking on his man. Don't change
No,
my word.
1v1 dribblers. That was
Change my
exactly
word.
1v1
I
dribblers.
said an attribute. I spoke about an attribute which he has, which is literally proven by my eye test and the stats. And you're trying to change my words. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. You're trying to change my words. I didn't say that. I didn't say he's one of the best attackers in the league.
So 1v1
Don't
dribblers
change
in the
my
No,
league.
words.
you said. I didn't say best attackers.
Yes,
You're
you
now-
literally just said
No,
that,
no,
Terry. I
no,
literally just heard you
didn't.
say that, bro.
Please stop talking. You said.
I will talk when you lie, bro. Don't try to lie. You just lied.
Hang on, I didn't lie. I said you. I
I
said.
didn't say one of the best attackers. I said he's one of the
Don,
best
you,
at taking on his man.
Don,
bro.
stop.
What I
I
said.
said, Don, I said you. My words were, you said he's one of the best one-on-one attackers in the league.
No,
That
I
is what
didn't
you
say
said.
that, bro. Then you're hearing things. I said he's one of the best at taking on his man, and you're trying to
No,
twist
you
my
said
words.
you said the
You're
exact
narrative,
quote,
bro.
Terry, was
You're not
best
making any sense.
1v1
He's
dribbler
He's
in
one
the
of the
league.
best at. I said he's one of the best at taking on his man because he is.
Yeah,
And
it was
Terry's trying to twist
1v1
my words.
dribbler in the
Terry's trying
league.
to twist my words as if I said he's one of the best wingers in the
doesn't
league. I never
deserve
said
this
that.
much time.
I never said that. I said that
Hey, yo,
taking on his
Don, how
man.
do you
I
feel
said
about
that-
us looking
hold on,
good
CB.
without Enzo
I said
again?
that taking on his man. I said that taking on his man is one of the best in the league. And once again today,
Good
he
question,
showed it.
CB.
Because when he was taking on his man, he was looking very dangerous. And he's one of the reasons why we actually came back in the game, bro. Like I said, in the first half, he was trying to think. No one around him's moving. Do you know what I'm saying? Second half, he was driving. Like I said, he was a driving force, and
I
he scored a
agree.
good goal. And he scored
I
a good
agree.
goal. He's
Don,
dangerous.
how do you feel about us looking? Don, how do you feel about us looking good without Enzo? How do you feel about us looking good without Enzo again? 2 games in a
Bro,
row?
it's got nothing to do with Enzo today. The tweak in that midfield was Cucurella.
There
He's
you
the
are.
reason he
There
helped.
you
He helped Gallagher
are.
press up a
Lying.
little bit further up. That was the big. That was the
Just
biggest
very
thing.
quickly, Don. I respect what you're saying, but I'm not a liar.
They play centre backs at fullback as well. You know, we've got Madueke now. You might not rate Madueke like that, but Madueke is one of the best one-on-one attackers in the league, bro. Yeah, and I'll say that.
It's exactly what you said. You said he's one of the best one-on-one attackers in the league. Now,
Yeah.
let me just say this to you, bruv. At taking people on, I agree with you. All I said, your original point, which is attackers, is that just beating a man with no end product, you can't be one of the best.
But that's not the point that I made though, Terry. He's attacking. If
But
he's
hang on a
attacking
minute,
his man,
hang on a
if he's
minute, but
attacking his man,
Don,
when he's taking on his man, he's attacking his man. He's one of the best at it.
Don,
He's one
but
of the best
listen,
at it.
again, but you're not, again, if you beat your man and there's no end product, that take on is almost pointless.
It's not pointless, bro. It's not pointless
It is
because
pointless.
Traore is one of the best at taking on his man. That's not me saying he's got good end products, bro.
What is it,
That's not me saying he's got good end
why
products.
does that matter? If there's
Yeah,
no
why
end
does it
product,
matter? What do you mean, why does it matter? Because not every winger can do it. Not every winger can do it, bro.
Don, but if there's no end product or a little end product, okay, from someone like Traore, there's very little end product. Him taking somebody on isn't dangerous, is it?
But bro, hold on, Terry. You're trying to take away an attribute that a lot of wingers these days struggle to have, bro. How many times do we talk about wingers?
I'm not taking the
Yes,
attribute
you are, bro.
away.
Let me finish my point.
Go on.
Yeah?
But you didn't
When
answer
I-
my
when I
question.
Popcorn in the chat,
When
please.
I talk to you about wingers, Terry, all the
Oh,
time, I
Madueke.
always tell you, I like my attackers to be very direct. That's a basic skill that you should have as a winger, right? And when I talk about Madueke, right, when I tell you that he's dangerous one-on-one, is because he's good at taking on his man, bro. He's good at attacking his man. Same thing as Traore. He's good at attacking his man. But when you hear my take about Madueke, I say it all the time, bro. He needs to improve his end product. And I said last year his end product was poor,
Yes.
right? This year he's actually improved his end product. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of like one of the best wingers in the league, I'm not gonna have that conversation yet, bro. He needs to show me more. But he has the potential to get there. But at the minute, bro, as raw as he is, he's one of the best at taking on his man, bro. One-on-one. He is.
Okay.
He is, bro.
So when it comes to beating somebody, taking someone on, if we're singling it down to that attribute, I would have agreed with you. But your original statement was one of the best one-on-one attackers in the league. Now, saying he's one of the best one-on-one attackers,
He's one of the best.
hang on a minute. Saying he's one of the best one-on-one attackers That's more than just beating a man, because you're putting it into the context of attacking, which means you're beating someone, you're creating opportunities, you're breaking lines, you're being literally dangerous after that take on. That's all we disagree on here. But like I said, I didn't lie about what you said. You did say one of the best one-on-one attackers in the league, and I think that's a little bit too far for Madueke at the moment. But credit where credit is due today. I thought he had an excellent game. I liked his attitude. I liked his behavior. I liked how he kind of got in the faces of Aston Villa players. He took his goal absolutely brilliantly. The only thing that frustrated me with him today is when he went through on goal and he did a bit of an Anthony. He should have used his right foot to put it across the box, and he used his left foot instead. And that's what I look at him as an attacker. That's when you become one of the best, where you're making the right decisions in those scenarios on a very regular basis.
Yeah, and that's the problem. And that's the problem with Madueke, though, Terry, because the ability is there, but it's the mentality, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when I watched him at the Emirates, bro, I'm watching this guy off the ball, and he's so lazy. Do you know what I'm saying? But today, I'm actually seeing him actually running off the ball, actually trying to drive at his man. The other day, bro, it's like he couldn't be bothered to play. So I think it's a mentality thing more than anything, because he's dangerous one-on-one, bro. Dangerous, but like you said, Terry, I agree. He can improve his end product, and he should with more game time.
But he has got a right foot, because he scored a screamer away at Luton. That's what I don't understand. He has got a right foot.
Yeah, but that's not a consistent thing, though.
I know
that's like once in a while.
He's not working on it, is he? That's the problem. He's only doing it now. And
yeah,
again.
I think Madueke is not the hill to die on anyway.
No, it's not. We spent.
I'm not down on no hill, but I just like what he brings on the wing, man. Because I'm tired of these inverting wingers, bro.
Don, 1 second. We get it. Madueke is good at dribbling. Well, no one gives a fuck. So is Diaz.
No,
I want to
Diaz conversation
now.